rich little broke girls. Dial star 67 because this is anonymous. It's time for confession session. You submit your juiciest confessions and questions to richlittlebrokeGirls.com/confess and I answer them live on the show. But instead of a segment, let's make it the full episode. Our first confession is titled, The Friend Who Pulls Everyone In. Kim, one of my close friends, has something I can't explain. Every time we go out, people gravitate towards her. Women talk to her in the bathroom, strangers buy us drinks, men introduce themselves, older couples start conversations with us. Somehow, she always leaves with new friends and an invite to something random. She's not louder than everyone. She's not the prettiest girl in the room. She's not even trying that hard. She just has this warmth and openness that changes the energy around her. Meanwhile, I'll be sitting right next to her and I feel invisible. How do some women naturally pull life toward them, and can that actually be learned? There are women, and we all have friends that have this magnetism about them. And I don't think it's something that you necessarily have to be jealous of. I think that it's something that you should be inspired by, and it's something that you should value in that friendship. I have a friend, her name is Aman. I love Aman dearly. And Aman is so caring. She's so present. She is just like someone that has always rooted me on, has always been in my corner, and isn't afraid to communicate that. And I really, really value her friendship. Aman is someone who, if you go out with her, you're going to meet a million new people. I mean, it could just be the two of us girls, and by the end of the night, we've joined a group dinner, and we've met all of these people, and she can talk to women, she can talk to men, she can talk to anyone, and she knows how to make friends. And she just has this energy where people meet her, and they instantly want her to join the table. Oh, come. What are you drinking? Okay, we're going here next. Why don't you join us? Like, that is Iman. That is her energy. And it is so nice to go out with Iman because she just has this openness, this charisma, this like she's looking in your soul, but not in an intimidating way. She's looking in your soul because she sees you and she cares about you and she wants to be here for you. And that is the magic of Iman. And so I think what you're witnessing isn't necessarily magic, right? It's something that I would call social generosity. Some women know how to give energy first instead of waiting to receive it. Many people think that attractiveness is all about looks, right? But in real life, attractiveness is often about responsiveness, right? Warmth reads louder than beauty. Warmth radiates. Yes, obviously a marble statue is beautiful, but it's cold. It's cold. A dog, so cute and so warm, and it makes you want to hug it, right? And so your friend who is really great at attracting people and making friends, when she's in the presence of others, she likely isn't asking, do you like me? Do they like me? She's probably asking, how can I make this moment feel better, right? How can I add to this interaction? And that is what shifts everything. Openness really creates opportunities because people feel safe approaching someone who feels engaged with life, right? Like people don't want to approach the closed off person. They don't. It's intimidating. But someone who's open, someone who's participating in conversation, participating in life, smiling, eye contact, appropriate touching, inviting, welcoming, people are drawn to that. And I do think that this can be learned. While some people have it naturally, I do feel like charm and charisma is a behavior, right? And it's not necessarily like a genetic code. It's not necessarily in your DNA, although it could be in your DNA and it could be a genetic code, but it's behavior and behavior can be learned. If I were to offer you some practical advice, I would just say for the next 2 weekends, give yourself a 3 initiations rule. So every time you go out, start 3 micro interactions, right? Compliment someone, ask a question, make a light comment, invite someone over, chat with the staff. 3 initiations every time you go out. 3. Train yourself to be someone who can create momentum instead of waiting for it, right? Train yourself to be someone who can give energy first before waiting to receive energy. I truly believe it's not that some women, get lucky more often. It's that some women participate more often, right? Some women engage with life more often than the next. And the only way that you're going to get anything out of life is by giving to life, right? You get what you give. What you put out is what you get back. If you're cold, you're going to get cold. If you're closed off, you're going to get closed off. If you're warm, you'll get warmth. If you're open, you'll get open. If you have positive energy, you'll get positive energy. So work on that. Try the 3 initiations rule and DM me. Let me know. Let me know if it works for you. Our next confession is titled, I think I'm too cool. Kimberly, I'm starting to realize I may have mistaken being guarded for being desirable. I've always thought being a little cold, mysterious, hard to read, and unimpressed made me come across as high value. I don't typically smile first. I rarely start conversations. And to be honest, sometimes I wait for people to prove themselves before I give them energy. But lately, I'm wondering if I've taken it too far. People say I'm intimidating. Men rarely approach me, and even making new friends feels harder and harder than it actually should. I wanted to be the girl no one could play, but now I'm wondering if I've also become the girl that no one can reach. What am I doing wrong? Sweetie. Okay. I have been there. I have done that. I have always said that there are 3 types of people in this world. There are cold people. You meet them ice cold. Oh my God, do they like me? Do they hate me? What is going on? Then there are lukewarm people. They're kind, but they're reserved. And then there are warm people. They feel like a hug. You feel like you've known them a million years. They're so damn warm. I would say that I am naturally a lukewarm person. I have to feel an energy first, and then I can match it with either warmth or match it with a little bit of distance, right? Like I will meet someone and I'm going to be kind to them, right? But I may not overshare. I'll ask questions, but I may not share that much about myself, right? It takes me just a little bit of getting warm too. They're not going to meet me and be like, oh my God, does she hate me? Absolutely not. They're going to be like, oh, okay, that was pleasant. I typically just need to get comfortable before, my full warmth comes out. But I'm not cold in the sense that I'm uninterested or unfriendly, right? I smile, I engage. I'm just not easily impressed, and I don't pretend to be easily impressed. Whereas, a warm person might pretend to be impressed because not that they're pretending, but it's not that they're impressed, it's that they're just interested, right? They're just so interested, and it comes off as maybe being impressed, or they'll ask a lot of questions and they're just so warm. And what I have learned is that if you want to become someone that life reaches for, right, that people gravitate to, it pays to practice unfiltered warmth. It pays to learn how to turn on that heater. Okay, that water heater. Okay, it pays to learn how to heat yourself up. It pays to know how to make people feel welcome. It pays to know how to be interested, right? It pays to know how to engage. And it's not like fake energy. It's not, people pleasing. It's just openness, right? Back to that eye contact, that smile, that curiosity. Curiosity really does inform how interested someone is. If someone is curious about what you have going on, about what you're saying, that is directly correlated with their level of interest in you, right? And it's such an easy way to just say, I am interested, I am here, I see you, I hear you, and I want to hear you. Curiosity. And a lot of people don't know that. I think if you want people to gravitate towards you, you have to learn how to make people feel welcome before they make you feel welcome, right? Before they've earned your entire life story, right? Before you guys have had an entire conversation. A lot of times when it comes to people, when it comes to attracting people into your orbit and being the sun, a lot of times warmth is the bridge between being admired and being approached. If you want people to approach you, if you want to create possibilities and opportunities and experiences, if you want to learn how to flirt with the world, if you want to learn how to flirt in the wild, then you need to learn how to practice warmth, because someone can admire you from a distance and that's cool, but what does that get you? What do you gain from that? Or if you're warm, they will approach you. They will admire you and then approach you. Okay? Rich Little Broke Girls is supported by you and our brand partners. So if you love me, don't treat me like a boy, and let's make it official. Put it on record where our sponsors can see and give me a 5-star review with a compliment. It doesn't have to be true, but it has to be in writing. So now let's analyze your decision to be too cool for school, which is something that I can absolutely relate to, because I have been there. I've been the girl who's like, I'm better than that. I'm cooler than that. A lot of women confuse emotional unavailability with standards because it just feels safer than vulnerability. And that is something that I have done. I definitely sometimes have my walls up, for sure. But connection really is about vulnerability, right? Because people want to connect with you on a deep level. People want to see themselves in you. I don't see myself in a white wall. But if you're a mirror and you can reflect back an experience that someone else has experienced, if you can reflect back an insecurity that someone else has felt and had to deal with, that is how people connect with you, because they can see themselves in you. Being someone who is hard to read, yes, it can create intrigue in small doses, but in excess, it just creates distance. It's like, I don't know what the hell is going on in her head. I don't know if she likes me. I don't know if she hates me. I don't know if she wants to be here. I don't know anything, right? So it's like, you don't want to walk around being someone that's too cool for school, someone that no one can read, because it's going to create distance. And you want closeness. You want closeness if you're trying to put yourself out into the world. People cannot connect with a wall. No matter how beautiful the wall is, they can only connect with mirrors, right? And so it's important to understand that standards are boundaries about what you accept, right? Whereas guardedness, having these walls up, this is really fear about what you allow yourself to feel. And they're really not the same thing, right? Standards are boundaries about, what you accept into your life, right? They come from knowing your values, your needs, your long-term goals. You're literally filtering based on quality, alignment, and behavior. I feel like some really good examples of standards is like, okay, I don't entertain inconsistency. I want someone who's emotionally available. I'm not tolerating disrespect. I value reciprocal relationships. Whereas guardedness is not the same thing as standards. Guardedness is fear about what you allow yourself to feel, right? What you allow yourself to risk. It's less about other people's behavior, and it's more about you avoiding vulnerability, right? It's more about you trying to protect yourself. And I feel like some really good examples of guardedness, it's almost like refusing to open up to someone even when this person is trustworthy. It's like, I am guarding myself. I don't want to risk being hurt. Like, I don't want to risk being vulnerable and what that might do to me. It's also maybe acting unimpressed so no one can reject you. Oh, I don't really want it that bad. Like, whatever happens, happens. It's okay to want. It's okay to yearn. It's okay to desire. It is okay. And it's okay to be rejected. Okay? It's okay. But that guardedness, not allowing yourself to want, not allowing people to see you want, not allowing people to see you desire, not sharing, oh my God, I really would love to be in a relationship one day. Instead, you're like, relationships, stay single for the rest of your life. Like, it's okay. Them kids, even though deep down you want kids one day. That job, even though you want that job. You want that job. You've been praying for that job. It's okay to want. It is okay to want, okay? It's okay. Another example of guardedness is Maybe you're someone who never shows interest first, right? So if you're someone who never shows interest first, then you're probably someone who doesn't know how to flirt. You're probably someone who is not a magnet because you're not drawing people to you. Showing interest first is so magnetic, right? It's literally putting out a call saying, I'm here and I want to be here and I want to be here with you. And you then allow people to lean into that, right? So if you're someone who is not showing interest first, you're guarded, babe. Hate to tell you, you're guarded, babe. Another example would be like someone who keeps everyone at arm's length. I am someone like that for sure. I have my close friends who, not a lot, but we're very, very close, and they see all my wounds. I let my guard totally down with them. They know everything about me. But I definitely am guarded in the sense that I do keep a lot of people at arm's length. And I always say, like, close enough for fun, not close enough for problems. And I think for me, it's because in my early 20s, I had a lot of relationships that ended brutally, a lot of friendships that ended brutally. I was talking about friendships when I said relationships, but I had a lot of friendships that we were so close so quickly, and they just ended brutally. And so from that, I kind of learned, like, okay, I can have friends that are close enough for fun. We can go out together. We can, enjoy life together. We can have all these shared experiences together, but not close enough to where we're fighting, because I fought with a lot of my friends, like sisters, but it was really painful because I love my friends so deep. And so that's something that I probably need to work through in therapy. But yeah, if you're someone like that, then you're likely guarded. I think also, I don't know how many people will relate to this, but another way that you might be guarded is you are someone that leaves before intimacy can grow. You know what I mean? You're someone who leaves before, things start to get real. Maybe you're someone who self-sabotages. Maybe you're someone who you really like someone and then you sabotage it by sleeping with someone else so that, you don't have to think about that person. You're guarded. You're guarded. Guardedness quite literally says, if I don't let anyone in, I can't get hurt. Okay? And the difference between standards and guardedness, standard asks, is this right for me? Whereas if you're someone who is guarded, you're asking, how do I avoid getting hurt? One is, having a certain level of discernment, and the other one is having insane methods and levels of defense, right? Like you are protecting yourself. Now, if I could give you some practical advice, because I like to give practical advice so that if you're dealing with this, you can go try something, see if it works, and then let me know. Okay. If I were you, which I am kind of you in terms of being guarded and sometimes being the girl who's too cool for school. But if I were you, I would adopt maybe like a green light habit when you're out and about in the world. If someone interests you, give one clear signal. Okay, just give a green light, flash a green light, hold eye contact with this person for longer than 2 seconds, right? Smile at this person, ask this person a question, or maybe like loosen up on that mean mug, that like resting bitch face, and be pleasant and open. And I'm not sitting here telling you that you need to chase people when you're out and about. I just want you to create an aura where people stop having to guess if they are welcome or not, right? Like I want you to have a very welcoming, warm aura. I don't want someone to admire you, but not approach you. I want you to be admired and I want you to be approached. I don't want people to guess whether you want to be there or not. I don't want people to guess whether you like them or not. I don't want people to guess whether you're interested or not, because you are. So I need you and I want you to give the green light. Give people the green light, because being closed off, it might protect your ego, but it also blocks your invitations. Period. Point blank. Full stop. Yeah, wait. Before you go, leave me a review with a compliment. All right, if you have something negative to say, email it to me. Do not put that on the internet. All right, leave me a review.